All right, all right, all right, all right. Here we go. Let me kind of move some things here. All right. Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. And I will say, this is a lovely evening in which the Most High, Ahaya, has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. I want to start off by saying this message is they do not understand. They do not understand. And what I am embracing is there's two understandings. Okay, there is actually two understandings, and I'm just cutting my phone sound and ringer off. The understanding, there's two understandings. There is a spiritual understanding that comes through the Ruach HaKodesh, and then there is a flesh understanding. And when Sister Deborah say they do not understand, and what I am saying is, in all you're getting, get understanding. But guess what? It sounds simple, don't it? But it's not. In all understanding, get in all your understanding, everything you understand, in all your understanding, get understanding. That means there's an understanding in the flesh and there's an understanding in the spirit. And it says again, in all you're getting, get understanding in the spirit. That's what that one is saying. But there is an understanding in the flesh. It takes you nowhere. And that's the understanding that has been taught on these devil platforms. I'm speaking of all these devil platforms that has been taught or is teaching people, and people are eating up like they're getting a full meal deal. It's because they understand that which is in the flesh. But you have heard, in all you're getting, get understanding. He wants you to know that there is an understanding beyond your understanding. And what Sister Deborah sees in this day and time, going back, saying again, being a living prophet, not a dead, not one that was called, predestined, and ordained by flesh of man, but by the spirit of the Most High Yah have I been called, appointed, and anointed for a time as this. So here today, the topic is they do not understand. Why? Because they don't understand the Ruach HaKodesh in its spirit and in its truth. So that leads many people to follow the broad gate that leads to destruction. And even though they're saying, I have the Ruach HaKodesh, I have the Holy Spirit, you see, I have what it takes, I'm saved. They say in all these things because all their understanding in what they have, they do have that. Sister Deborah is not going to fight the fact that they do have what they say they have, but what they do not understand. The understanding that comes through the Spirit reveals many things to those that are out here that's claiming that they have what it takes. But the one that he said, and all you're getting, because he wants you to understand, and all you're getting, get this understanding right here. All you're getting, while you getting understanding here, and you getting it here, and you getting it here, and you getting it here, get understanding. And what people didn't know, it's a mystery, and it is a mystery. It was a mystery, and it never been hidden. It's a mystery that has never been hidden, but it is a mystery to those who do not and are not the elects. The elects, it's not hidden from. And this is where you know that they do not understand, because it's only for the elect to really get this thing, to really understand this thing. Okay? And I'm saying to you, the reason why Sister Deborah say they do not know, shalom, everyone in the live chat, it's good to see you. They do not understand is because understanding brings light. It brings spirit and truth. To what? To understanding. See, people think that since they sound good, they can go in and precept line, little here and a little there, or they can go in and talk about Torah, and really they can't talk about Torah. Sister Deborah can't accept nobody talking about Torah ever again, ever talking to someone like me regarding Torah. Why? Because you can't know anything about Torah when you don't know the last book of Torah that has Deuteronomy 28, that has the end game to where we are at today. So you don't know nothing about Torah. What people know is enough to deceive the mass. And that's what they're doing. They use an iron claw to deceive the mass. A lot of people don't even say, okay, say for instance, if I had 1 million people in a room, it wouldn't be nothing out of the million. It'll be one that can understand. One. That's how narrow the gate the Father said is. And you would never, ever hear no one preaching it and teaching it. Teaching what, Deborah? What are you talking about? The narrow gate. Why is it they won't teach the narrow gate? And why is it they won't cover the way to the light, the narrow gate? Why is it they don't cover Deuteronomy 28 end game? It's a lot of things they won't cover because they don't have that one to cover them in spirit and truth. So therefore, they have to speak what their flesh has interpreted, can understand, and can embrace. In Yah, there is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is his spirit, is his ruach. You see? A lot of people don't know that, but his ruach is understanding. So when he said, all you're getting get this here, right here. Because if you don't have this here, right here, you're just out there. See, 1 million people wouldn't understand if Sister Deborah had to have them in one room, gave them a wonderful lunch or a wonderful dinner, and everybody just having a good time. When it come down to sit down and tell people there's two. You get wisdom and knowledge and understanding in your flesh. Then over on its end, there's wisdom and knowledge in the spirit. They don't know nothing about this one here, but they'll curse you out on this one. They would, what is it, that word they say? They would, what's that word they use? I can't even, it's on. They will chew you up and chew you down on this one here. Letting you know this one here can override this one here. It's like they'll say, when I know about this one, but the one she talking about, we don't know nothing about that one. You know you don't. It wasn't given to you to know. They know not, nor do they understand that on this end is the wisdom of Yah. the knowledge of Yah. He caps wisdom and knowledge off by hitting a home run with understanding. That's Yah. That's why he say in all your getting, get this here. This is the home run hitter on this side. People don't know nothing about that side. But yet they say on this side, I got the home run hitter on this side. Because I got wisdom, I got knowledge, I got understanding. You got understanding and wisdom and knowledge from your flesh and other men and women. That's why you love this platform so. Because on that side, they give you the comfort you need. On that side, they give you the assurance you need in this flesh. They give you the teaching, the understanding, the wisdom and the knowledge in your flesh. Then they let you drive up with your feelings and your emotions, because they out there selling their wisdom and knowledge and their understanding, connected and driving their emotions all over the place. Then they give you their personal opinion, how they've been taught, how they came up. And then I'm sitting here on this side saying, wait a minute, Father, what's going on? He said, Deborah, they do not have understanding. They calling themselves, oh, we got understanding. We have the Ruach HaKodesh. If you had to get 20 million people in this room, they would never know the Yah spirit is all understanding. And I love his understanding because he don't give you, he just don't cram it in you. He give you what he feel you need. Oh, yes. And he ain't gonna leave. And know what else? He ain't gonna leave your eyes seeing darkness. He's gonna open them eyes so you can see light. That's what the Ruach understanding gives you. And when you're in a turmoil and trying to get this thing in the spirit, guess what he'll do? He'll come and comfort you while he's what? Giving you the understanding. You see, it's a big difference, but you have to let the world live on their flesh understanding, in which they have betrayed since the beginning of time, since the days of Noah. Always they on their own time, their own understanding, their own personal opinion, their own feelings, and they got it wrapped up in what they've been taught when they were young, the church they went in, who they followed, the pastor, the Hebrew Israelite daddy, the Hebrew Israelite mama, and they don't understand that is one nation that's way behind. Because you would think that the Israelites, they said the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah will be the one that has full understanding in this day and time. But they are the one that loaded with darkness. They are the ones that is loaded with darkness. Father says, Deborah, come on now, this need be. Him saying that to me is okay. Pull up. It's all right. It's all right. You know, and it is all right. That's why I can say that now. You caught me a year ago. I couldn't say that. I said, no, but Father, they cutting up. I said, okay, I knew this before the foundation of the world, Deborah. Let them do what they do best. Understanding is two understanding. It's flesh and their spirit. Which one are you serving? You can't serve the both because the both don't hold spirit and truth. The flesh only gives you enough understanding to embrace the ways that are in the flesh. But Yah is understanding. His spirit is understanding. How can he come and teach us all things without having all understanding in him? Think. But what we do, we want to say flesh is it. Flesh got it. Flesh is the overseer of it all. And he stands back. I say he stands back because he high and low, he everywhere. But he stands back and says, let it be. This need be. But Sister Deborah come today to let you know that they don't have understanding. So as we travel in this day and time in which we are in, understand this. Because if you don't, you will. Because you're going to have to see this thing. You're going to see that you're going to desire some understanding on the chaos that's going on right now. Let me give you another example. Earlier, I was listening to a couple of people give their dreams and their vision. And the Spirit spoke to me with a quiet voice. He said, now you know that I have given you the gift to interpret dreams. He said, hear them. And I sat there and I was like, I wasn't planning on listening to him. But since he says, just sit here and see if you can interpret their dreams. And as I was very attentive, just listening to their dream. And as I was listening to their dream, I had my pen and my pencil paper here to draw out their dreams so I can just not only hear their dreams, but see from their standpoint of their dreams. Let me tell y'all something. You have to be very cautious in this day and time, because Satan knows that the flesh of man is so darkened and wicked to where he knows that if any place that can screw a person's head up is to take them into visions and dreams of wickedness and darkness. That's a big time thing that's going on. Because I'm like saying, well, why are they telling their dreams and their visions? That's on. The Father said, I want you to listen to them. See if you can interpret those dreams. And as I was listening to the dreams, I was like saying, this one guy, he was given the dream that he had. He was talking about how it was a sea, big sea, and this big old serpent was so big, and he was in the sea. And I'm just drawing this down, and just writing, and I'm taking everything with me. I'm taking the sea, connecting it to water. He was talking, this big old serpent came out of the sea, and I took the serpent and drew the serpent, and then I put biggest. Okay, so come out of the sea is something really big. And then it says, and many nations of people was worshiping this serpent. And then right there, I said, wait a minute, Father, wait a minute. People are actually going into the Bible and studying and reading. And through these studying and these reading, they begin to have flesh visions and dreams. Fleshly visions and dreams. I'm going to tell y'all, that's what I put for the Father. You know what he said to me? That's why I son mine to be able to interpret it. See, I wasn't going to leave not an interpreter on the earth. And I have many. I know they don't have no respect for him. But you know what he said to me? He said they don't even know who they're in the midst of. I had to check. He had to check me by saying, listen to that man. He's giving a dream. He's giving a dream. Listen to that woman. She's giving a dream and a vision. I'm sitting here listening to him, and I said, Father, I don't feel it. I can't feel that thing. I don't see where they're coming from. Look like they didn't read something somewhere. And this here, a lot of people don't know what you entertain also will come and entertain you. People don't know that. Let me say that again. What you entertain will come and entertain you when you have that idle time. Sleeping is one of the idle times. People don't understand. You can watch a movie and have a dream, and you call it a vision. You can call it a dream or a vision. Oh, I did this, and this is what's going on. But this is what he was trying to let me know. This is the reason, Deborah, why I appointed, and anointed minds with the tools in which they would need to be able to know who's who and what's what. He said, this is how desperate I knew that they would need it to go up against those who are portraying that they have the gifts and they're seeing visions and dreams. Then that's why I made sure that my gifts come down to be as my servant, to be able to know the difference. That's why, Deborah, I said, if it was so, it will fool the very elect that came out of the bosom of the Father. So I'm sitting here listening to these visions, and I have listened to several in the last couple of weeks. But today I'm just listening to a couple of them. I'm like, and he was like, interpret that dream. So I was like, I wasn't planning on, because Sister Deborah, she might give him 5 minutes on it. I don't normally listen to people pretty much that much time. But he was saying, interpret it. And I began to, y'all probably can't see, here is one of them. I began to draw what he was saying, every detail. And when I finished, I said, Father, ain't nothing to interpret it. This is just something that's going on in him. He said, see, this is what I'm saying. This is the sort of stuff that's going on in this day and time. People are calling things and putting things and detaching things to our Most High that he has nothing to do with. I want you all to first understand this. Only thing I could say, Obama is somebody in Revelation. I can't pinpoint if he's the beast. I'm more closer to the beast than the Antichrist and the false prophet. But he could be either or one of those. But I think that he's that beast. Because the way the beast is going to come is the way he already is. Set back. You don't hear nobody. Nobody. This man portrayed to be an African American, knowing that he was not the house of Israel. He was not the tribe of Judah. But he got the whole house of Israel and the tribe of Judah to have that much faith in him. And he was the snake in the grass. I remember the day he was going to run. They were so angry with Sister Deborah. But when it was over 2 years later, when them men came in that dry cleaners that I was working in / laundromat, they were saying, you sure said something about it. See, as time went on, they began to say, that lady used to say this and say this, made us so mad, but they had to come back. Several of them. You say, well, I think you might have been right, sister. You know what? Let me tell y'all something. Understanding from the mouth of those who giving you the understanding of the flesh can't compare to the understanding of those who are the servants of the Most High Yah. Come to give you spirit and truth. Come to show you the way to the light. Come to tell you to look for the light. The understanding that these people have cannot compare. And this is where I'm at today when I say people are out here thinking that they don't know where I stand. Oh, yes, you do. Said the Most High Yah. He keeps saying that to me. He said it 3 days in a row. They know where they stand, Deborah. Don't let them get to you. Don't let them fool you. They know where they stand. They know if they up on me or the opposite way of who I am. They know it. Everybody is in the stage in this day and time, the 2023 of role playing, clowning. And they should. They should. Because we in the darkest time of life. That's getting pitch darkness to where the darkness has to be the fear of those that walking in darkness to the point where, hey, how can it get any darker than this? Oh, it can. And that's what he's going to allow to come to pass. You're going to see that darkness that you've been walking in all this time and you've been calling it light. He's going to show you that darkness that you didn't have the light. Because you're going to see that darkness at a capacity, in a way that you never seen life on this earth before. That's what he's going to do, y'all. That's what he's going to do. So I want to let you all know that understanding the Most High Yah is spiritual. It is not natural. So you can't take natural things and make it spiritual. You have to be able to be submissive under the Ruach as a student, not a ruler of the Ruach, not a teacher, not a pastor, not a leader, not a king, you see, not a priest, not a bishop. You have to be a student under the Ruach HaKodesh. And 99 trillion don't want to be a student under the Ruach. They want to rule the Ruach in his teaching. That's why he said, tell them. They don't have understanding. See, they felt that, okay, we can pull this book up, we can pull it down. Furthermore, we can find other books that has been taken out of this book to justify, clarify, and identify. Hey, we know this, we know that, we know this. But y'all come to tell you through his servant, the prophet. He don't need no books. He is the word. He is the teacher that one must suffer themselves to teach him. They don't want that, child. That's why they're not looking in this day and time. Ain't nobody looking for the light, and no one ever giving that a thought. Ain't nobody looking for the light for what? Ain't nobody looking for no narrow gate. Wait a minute, for what? But what did he say about that narrow gate? You got to find that thing. You think somebody finding it? You think somebody looking? No. No one's looking for it, and no one's trying to find it. You see? Because what rest is within that direction is understanding. You have to understand the way to the narrow gate. You got to understand what the light look like to walk therein. See, they don't know nothing about that, y'all. They don't know about that. They don't even know. They don't even know who the right hand is. You got to know what the right hand of the Most High God is, was, and going to be in the days to come. They don't know nothing about that. And this is why he tell me if they miss these 2 chapters. Now, they've been touched by the Catholic, but he say, these 2 chapters, Deborah, will show them the way. But they missed the chapters, you guys. They missed the chapters. They have found their own way, and he has said, that's okay. I knew they would. As long as they found a way. Because you know what? I got 2 ways they're going to find. Because I'm going to send them there. So there's 2 ways, Deborah. He says 2 ways. I'm like, okay, Father. He said, Deborah, there's 2 ways. So if they don't find their way to this way, Deborah, they're going to be for sure know if it's not this way, it's this way. And one way leads to eternal life in heaven with the Father. But he said, hold up, Deborah. I got another way. I said, Father, y'all, I got another way. Wait a minute, hold up. It's my way because I created it. I know I got another way. It's to the lake of fire. So let them know that. When we can think and feel that cause people are so easy to be deceived, we really believe that people are very easy to believe, to be deceived. And because of that, they feel, let me get this here. They feel that we're going to keep going this way over here. Everything's going to be all right. You know what makes people think that's going to be all right, y'all? You know what makes people go to one side and live on that side and go that way? It's the comfort that everybody else is going that way too. I'm going to be honest with you. And I know that might sound crazy. People are more comfortable following the multitude. Surely the multitude can't be going the wrong way. Surely the multitude can't be wrong. Surely the light has to be where everybody's following it, or else why would everybody follow it? They don't understand. That's the name of the topic. They don't understand. The way is never going to be the way the multitude have decided to go. The way will never be the way that one has caused him or herself to keep going in that way that they feel is more suitable for them, because it's what they want in the flesh. They want to be pleased. They want to be pleasured. They want to be comforted. Faith likes the ideal. As long as I'm on this earth, I want to be. I want to feel this sign. I want it. You feeling it? You getting it? You getting it for a deal? Because another one was talking about. Let me give you another example of someone talking about they can tell what Prince, what's his name? Prince Charles. You all come on now. They're trying to say that he's the beast or he's the Antichrist. Y'all need to sit down somewhere. Sit y'all tails down somewhere. They make this whole ordeal about Prince Charles, something that it is not. Prince Charles is still under the mighty power of the Roman Catholic. The Roman Catholic is smart enough to know if they're going to uphold the beast's hand and uphold his power, they ain't going to put it in a dried up soda cracker, which is Prince Charles. They're not going to do that. Now, wait a minute. Hold up. As I'm talking to you, now, they might hit the Prince Charles on the other end, which is the sun. You get it? But they're not going to give that power. Satan ain't that dumb. Remember, it says he's going to turn his power over. What in the racks behind do y'all think he's going to turn that power over to? A dried up soda cracker. Come on now, y'all. Now, what might, and I'm just saying this, I'm just throwing this out. I can't say for sure until the Ruach bring that forth. I can't say for sure. Raymond, you think at 1:45 you can pick China up for me?
Sure.
I appreciate it, okay?
Yeah.
You can wait, to like 1:45. You know what she work at, right?
Yeah, the Kmart up there.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I know it's gonna be a chaos because it's Friday and then people gonna your haircut and everything looks good. Look like a total different person.
It's fresh.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's my oldest son. So let me explain that. We all are really kind of caught up from the floor. Oh, okay, Jonah. Okay, Raymond gonna get her.
All right, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, Beth. No, I'm on the way to the house now.
Okay. So I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to make a little arrangement here, but a lot of people are talking about things that they should not be talking about. You guys, where we're at in this midnight hour, we are being bombarded with a lot of stuff that don't mean nothing. And this is not the time, y'all. This is not the time. This is the time. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you what's being said to me now. Tell them that this is the time. He said, this is the time that you should be building the ark as Noah was doing with him and his family. Preparing for the end. He said, this is the time in which you need to be building the ark. What was Noah? He was building a big place for the animals and his family. And he's saying this even for your family. And he ain't talking about an ark, a land, and get a ship like Noah was doing. He's talking about your heart, your spiritual heart. This is the time we should be building on our spiritual self. We out here trying to build up on everything in our flesh. And we have 100 times, 1 trillion missed out. Do you all know if I could get 10 million people in one room and I asked them and I talk to them, let me say this, if I talk to them about their spirit, you know what? You might have one that understands the power of having a spirit that Yah has breathed his breath in and giving you to look like him, a spirit. That's what he's saying the ark is. You are to be building on your spirit, you guys. Not on these materialistic things and these mindset of these men and these women. You're not supposed to be building up trying to get a husband round about now, because if you build up on that ark that Noah was building up on, Yah will send you that which will be there. And you would help that individual and yourself to build on y'all inner man. Because y'all have you. He'll have you in your flesh and in your spirit. Who wants to be building up the mindset of their spirit? I mean, it's not their spirit, their flesh around by now. Who wants to be sitting around today? But he's want me to let you know that's what the people are doing. That's what they're doing. So they really believe y'all gonna come to their camp. Y'all gonna come to their academy. Y'all gonna come to their church out in the woods and bring them out. No, he ain't. He gonna leave you right where you have built your kingdom. And it starts where? Within. He said they are building their kingdom within. Not understanding. The kingdom that you building in is your fleshly heart, your fleshly desire, your fleshly want, your fleshly control, your fleshly understanding, your fleshly wisdom, your fleshly knowledge. You building up on it big time. And you ain't getting nothing prepared like the days of Noah on the ark. You sit back and you hear Yeshua talking about what all they're going to be doing, just like they were doing back then. So, okay, what about what Noah was doing? How about that? How about that? That's what y'all are saying to me right now, to tell them. Build up on your spiritual being. Why? Why, Father? Why that spiritual being? Because I put that breath in that eye. And then I put an image that looks just like me. I want to come in and abide there. I want to walk you up out of that land. I know you're going to be gone here, but you're going to be gone. You're going to be with me here. Because I'm going to walk you up out of here. I don't give a rat's behind what you've done, what you said. When I get you to where I want you, your main stomping ground, when I get you there, I'll clean that mess up. But prepare here, you guys. And anything else that you need to get ready, he'll get it ready for you. Even a wife, even a husband, y'all will prepare those ways for you. He'll see to it that your children will be right on your left and your right when he gets you up out of here. That's the wonderfulness of this creator. Did he do it for Noah? You think them Noah's sons and their wives was upright? Come on now. Look what Ham was doing with Noah when he saw Noah. Lusting after his own daddy body. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? That did not, he was doing it for his servant. The one who put him in front of him, in back of him, and all around. Who was that? Noah. That's where he placed y'all. In it all. Being the first, the last, and anything around. That's all y'all are saying within you. Seek him that way. And anything else around you, they'll be going with you. And you don't be out here trying to seek him like he's lost. Because he ain't lost. He ain't never been lost. And furthermore, don't be seeking him like he ain't even found you. He know where you at. He know where you stand in him. He know what he got invested in him. Don't deal with the Most High like unto a man. We need to stop that trash. Trying to look at him like he's the flesh of this nasty, ugly-mouthed man. Y'all need to stand down off of that. You got to see him way and beyond that. Not only just see him, know him in here. So he said, okay, tell them to start working on that ark. Noah was working on a natural boat. We don't need that no more. I come to live in. I don't have to build an ark if I'm living in you. Noah didn't have me living in him. But now I have decided when I son Yeshua HaMashiach And when his mission was over, hey, I was coming down. Now I'm going to live in you. So now I'm greater than he that's in the world. I'm greater than the world itself. Build up on that ark. Even if you have to witness to people the goodness and the greatness and the excellent and the marvelous and the wonderfulness and the power of who he is. Wear those people out. Please stop teaching and trying to speak to people without his power. Don't say nothing about my Most High if you can't add his power in there. Because you can't get to him without that power. You can't even go to his throne without that power. So I want to say to you all, you might think that Sister Deborah is just talking at this day and time. But let me tell you something. At the sound of my voice, anybody that has escaped this voice and have took on elsewhere, they are lost without a cause. And I'm not worried about it. That's just how convinced. That's just that assurance that who is greater in me is the one that got me on this platform. No, ain't no Torah brought me here. Ain't no missing books, no Hebrew Israelite, no tribe of Judah. My mama and my daddy. No one brought me here but the Ruach HaKodesh himself. And all the gifts he has invested in me. It's a lot of things they trying to connect to revelation now. To make it something that it is not. I tell you one thing. Sister Deborah told y'all the other day, and she told you in 2 videos, bam, principality is now on the earth. And ain't nobody paying no attention to it. But they on this devil platform chasing all these different people to feed their flesh some assurance. And they don't see the battle going on in the spirit realm. And that's why Satan is going to get away with a lot of things that you about to see. So Sister Deborah, I hope you got something out of it. I'm not going to hold you any longer. I think I better go and pick up my daughter. She's at work. And I thought I was just going to be in. But I appreciate everyone in the live chat being faithful. I appreciate all the donations, the offerings. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But you know what else? If y'all could really speak to your heart, he would tell you. He would tell you what I put before him regarding those who have faithfully been faithful. And he said, of a little. Faithful in a little. That's all. Y'all it ain't nothing that somebody's going to get rich. It ain't something about going to end up getting in. It just showing the faithfulness of who Yah has invested his spirit to speak and bring on this devil platform. Because guess what you got? You ain't going to get it nowhere else. So Sister Deborah, hope you got something out of the word that says they don't understand. Shalom and shalom.